Hello guys, it's your favorite dancer Basin again. So in the last class we studied about ICC syllabus chapter 2, sexual reproduction of plants and animals till vegetative propagation. And last class we discussed about all these vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation means a little only, spore formation, budding, fragmentation, about all those things, difference between asexual, sexual reproduction, clear definition between reproduction. And today's class we are going to study about natural vegetative propagation and about male and female reproductive system. Okay, Dan Sebastian, Dan Bro, Reborn. That's my introduction dream. Okay. Oh, thank you. That's just so okay for my clarification. So I'm here. You are very ready with your books and all. So ICC book, ICC students, salute. So natural vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation occurs naturally or artificially, but first naturally in potato, ginger, gladiolus, onion, mint, strawberry, etc. This mint you are using. Oh, what a taste that mint! Okay, you must try that in your വീട്ടിൽ നാരങ്ങ വെള്ളമൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കില്ലേ അതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ മിൻറ്റ് ഐ എം ഹൈലി റെക്കമെൻഡിങ് ദാറ്റ് good taste. Just tried that 2 days ago. Okay, what a taste. Don't know what to say. That's very much good. Okay, in a class we are just interacting with students. Even though this is online, we are just performing like a VR AR class. That means it is not for any other materialistic desire. It is just, it comes from here. That is called teaching. What comes from here, or understanding the minds of a student or the people, or without even what is doubt, what is the clear definition of doubt. My actual aim is, if a student is asking any related something related that he doesn't know but you don't, but you know, that is called doubt. But actually you must understand the doubts of a student by looking at his mind. That is a teacher's best role. A teacher's best role is to understand the minds of his own students, just like a counselor and a counselor, and understand his own minds, and also make him into a very big person in the society. You know, the most divine job is teaching. And teaching, and even if you are becoming the most scientist, the reverend scientist, the person who got the Oscar, etc., or the Nobel Prize for the literature, we must first give thanks to our parents and teachers, because they are our second parents. Okay, just give mind of that. I just more like a biography class or a moral class also I'm taking. Okay, so just for a mind relaxation, just for understanding the truth. Okay, so underground stem is one example of natural vegetative propagation. Underground stems of many plants like potato, ginger, gladiolus, and onion, they have buds on them, small holes. You may take your potato and see in your home or sapota, you will see some holes in that are called eyes. From that buds, small plants are growing. Under favorable conditions, these buds give rise to new plants. And again, under underground stem there are 4 types again. Tuber is a swollen underground stem storing food. Potato is a tuber. It has a number of buds on its eyes on its surface. Each of these buds is capable of giving rise to a new plant. So tuber is a storing one. This potato have eyes on them, and it is a type of tuber. And again, another entirely different one is rhizome. It happens in ginger. It has a number of nodes and internodes on its surface. A small part of the ginger with a bud can give rise to a new plant, but it is not having the eyes just like potato. It is having nodes and internodes. You may just take an inji in your home or ginger and see. You will clearly understand that. Without, if I am simply saying blah blah blah, you will not understand anything. You must see that. Biology means seeing, not hearing. You must see and understand, not hear and understand. That is correct. Bulb is a fleshy underground stem, not LED bulb. Okay, this is natural vegetative propagation bulb, bulb. Okay, bulb is a flesh underground stem. That is, it happens in onion. An onion bulb has a number of buds in the center covered by membranous leaves called scales. Again, onion, ulli. Each of these buds can give rise to a new plant. Garlic tulip and lily also produce new plants by underground bulbs. Again, comb. Comb is a round underground stem with a base surrounded by scaly leaves. A comb has a number of buds which can give rise to new plants. Example, gladiolus and simicanth. These all things grow from the combs. So I told you about the examples of tuber, rhizome, bulb and comb. Understand guys? And underground stem. And the next type is aerial stem. Aerial stem is different. In certain plants like grass, strawberry and pudina, mint, that is mint Hindi, okay, stem grows horizontally on the ground. At short distances, the stem bends down. That is, if a plant is like this, it bends down. It bends down when it touches the ground, it gives rise to a new plant. This is a plant. It goes down, touches the ground, and again it is going like this. It is going like this, okay, just like a wave. Okay, going up, going down, again touches the ground, from there again one plant. So like this. Okay, so this way the plants multiply and cover a large area in a short time. This is how a few grass plants planted at some distance in a field cover the entire area. So we may be amazed within one last 2 days before only I see how this 2 or 5, how this 5 become 10, how this 10 become 20. That is because aerial stems process just like that. Grows up, bends down, touches the ground, goes up. And again, roots. Underground, natural vegetation by root. In some plants like sweet potato, shagar kandi in Hindi, and dahlia and tamarind, haldi, the roots have buds on them. These buds can detach, when detached, can grow into new plant. These buds detach and throw and give the necessary conditions, sunlight, water, everything. It will grow. From one root of plant, many plants can be produced. So from its roots, many plants. Leaf. In some plants like this bryophyllum and kalanko, the buds are present all along the margins of the leaves lamina. During favorable conditions, these become independent. These gets detached. Go to the soil. Independent plants are grown. And to study vegetative propagation potato tuber, observe a potato carefully. You will be able to see buds called eyes. Cut a potato in such a way that the piece has few buds and put them in the moist soil. After a few days, the plant will grow from each piece. Okay. Now we studied about natural ways. Now, in order to get a more desired variety, we are doing artificial methods of vegetative propagation. These are cutting, layering, grafting and tissue culture. Cutting is a short piece of a stem, root or leaf with a few buds on it. When it is placed with a moist soil with suitable conditions, it develops roots and shoots and grow into a new plant. That means short piece of a stem is cut, kept in the soil, given the necessary conditions, it develops roots and shoots and grow into a new plant. Next is layering. In this method, a low flexible branch of a plant, again this is bent. A low flexible part of a plant is bent. It touches the ground, grow again. But aerial stem and layering are different, okay. Aerial stem, difference. Aerial stem is a type of natural and this is artificial. Natural vegetation and artificial vegetation. But the process is same. Touches the ground, go up. Here also touches the ground, go up. You may be seeing this in jasmine plants and all. Your mummies and daddies may be doing that. Some smaller plants were about to fall like that, or climbers or creepers. There one little or thund, they will be അത് വളച്ചു വയ്ക്കും അത് നമ്മൾ. അപ്പോൾ അത് താഴെ തൊട്ട് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ അവിടെ ന്യൂ പ്ലാന്റ് വരും. താഴേക്ക് നമ്മളത് ഉറപ്പിച്ച് വെക്കണം. ഓക്കെ. And again it is a grafting. Grafting technique is, grafting clear definition is in which two plants are joined together to grow as one plant. Grafting is done in plants which do not root easily or have weak root system. The shoot or bud of a plant is called scion. S-C-I-O-N. This scion is a plant with a bad root system is grafted into a plant with a good root system. It is called the stalk. Okay, so the shoot or bud of a plant is called scion. That bad one, okay, that scion That giant shoot or bud is grafted or connected to a good root system known as stalk. Both plants are tied together in a way that they are in direct contact and they are allowed to grow as one plant. The new plant formed as a good root system and gives rise to a new yield or good yield of flowers and fruits. This technique is used to grow varieties in rose, mango, lemon, and grape. And again, we are going to discuss the last topic of today's class, artificial propagation by tissue culture. Before that, I'll tell you an activity to know vegetative propagation in stem cutting in rose plant. And again, I'm going to say about take a small cutting of a rose branch about 12 inches long with a few buds on it. Put this cutting in the soil and water it every day. After a few days, you will observe with your naked eyes new leaves and branches appearing from these buds. With this time, this cutting will grow into a new plant. I think you have understood the topic very, very, very well. And again, artificial propagation by tissue culture. Tissue culture is a technique of producing a number of complete plants from a few plant cells or tissues by growing them in a culture medium. Production of a number of complete plants is a desired variety from a few plant cells or tissues by growing them in a culture medium like beaker or plate. The basic method is what? It is based on the fact that young plant cells of young plant have the ability to divide again and again, develop into a whole plant under appropriate conditions. Hence, for tissue culture, the actively dividing undifferentiated cells from the short tip or the root tip shoot tip is taken. A small piece of what? A small piece of tissue generally from the shoot tip is taken. Shoot tip, just cut, okay? Just cut a small part. It is grown in a nutrient medium consisting of necessary nutrients like minerals, vitamins and hormones. We are also becoming plants, okay, that time. Plants in the sense that we are also giving the hormones, we are also playing the role of plants. Just going through the germination. But to get our desired variety, like in a red rose plant, we can grow blue rose plant or orange rose plant and all. Okay. So in a plant, different colors can be grown. So that in a nutrient medium consisting of necessary hormones, vitamins or minerals in a small beaker or plate like is grown. Cells grow into an unorganized mass called callus. Small parts of this callus are transferred into another medium consisting of different combination of plant hormones. See how difficult it is. It's not easy. Let the blue plants come. Let the orange plants come. Let the red rose plant come. We are that much difficult it is. That is only science can do. Don't try it in home, okay? That is a word. Okay? This is just not fiction. This is real. And cells differentiate into roots and shoots and young plantlets are formed. These plantlets are transferred to soil or pots and grown into mature plants. Then what are the use of tissue culture? By tissue culture method, a large number of plants can be produced in our own desire. And this plant can be used for rapid propagation of ornamental plants like orchid, gladioles, dahlia, carnations and chrysanthemum. Okay, spelling is Chrysanthemum. That is chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. It is used to produce disease-free and identical ornamental plants. It can be used to produce hundreds of multiple copies of genetically identical exotic ornamental plants. Okay, and again, this technique is used to introduce desirable genes into the plant cell. What are the advantages and disadvantages of vegetative propagation? Advantage is it is an easier, less and expensive, rapid way of producing new plants. New plants are produced are identical to the parent plants and so produce the same quality. It takes less time to grow. It is very useful to produce plants that do not produce proper seeds like banana, pineapple, etc. It is very useful. Disadvantages are plants formed are genetically identical to the parent and there are no variations. The plant when grown repeatedly again and again if you are growing it loses vigor and sometimes it may be affected or susceptible to diseases. And again I am saying about disposal of plants occur even on its own. Hence it can lead to overcrowding of plants. Overcrowding of plants. If there are in this room it is full plants, they are not getting sunlight and all. There must some space must be given like 2 meters and some space must be given. If it is overcrowded, nothing will receive nothing. Sunlight and all, nothing will be received. So it must be keeping like independent, like 1 square meter away, 1 square meter away, next plant like that. So in today's class, we have learned about natural vegetative propagation, artificial vegetative propagation, about underground stem types, tuber, rhizome, gladiolus, the comb and all we have studied, and again by root, leaf and aerial stem and artificial propagation, layering, grafting, the technique, cutting, everything we have studied an advantage of disadvantage of vegetative propagation. So in the next class, we'll study about sexual reproduction, plants and human being parts. So stay tuned and watch the videos till the end. Also don't forget to visit my Facebook page Dan Bro Reborn. Your favorite Dan Sebastian signing off. Goodbye students. Bye bye.